Hey there, Jan here with another meta review, this time of the Black & Decker BDERO100 Random Orbital Sander. Now this is going to be a meta review, which means I'm going to give a summary or compilation of lots of other reviews that I found online. So I've watched some videos and I've read pretty much all these customer reviews for the last year, and I'm going to give a summary, a breakdown. Hopefully it'll save you time on having to read so many of these reviews. Now, so far it's so good, right? It's the #1 bestseller, and this is the least expensive orbital sander that basically you can buy. So obviously you're not going to think that you're going to get the super greatest quality here, right? So at that $25, right? So basically, what are we looking at? We're looking at mostly 5 stars, some 4 stars. So between the 4 and 5 stars, we have 87% here. So what are the people complaining about? Now, I've read them, and most of the people that have general complaints, like in the middle area, basically are complaining about the dust collection, that the dust doesn't really get pulled up properly into the bag. And so I have orbital sanders from DeWalt, and they all do that. If you're not hooking up a suction system, not everything gets sucked up in these little holes, and it's just normal course of a sander. You're not going to collect everything, so dust will get out, and then when you clean the bag at the end, it's going to make puffs of dust, and so it's better to do that kind of thing outside when you're shaking it out. Really, I mean, people complain about it because maybe they're not expecting that to happen, but they all do that. So what about the 1 star? Some people are complaining, and this 5%, that's kind of average. When I review all these electronic tools, there's a lot of duds that come out of a factory, and so people complain that the on-off switch doesn't work properly. You see the on-off switch is covered in a rubber so that the dust doesn't get into it, and so some people are complaining that it's either hard to use or it breaks, and it's a little electric switch that they're gonna probably use the cheapest switch possible in this lower class item here, and so you're gonna get some lemons out of the factory. It's just normal, and so my suggestion is that you use the tool, you use this orbital sander, within a reasonable amount of time period, hopefully you're done with the project, hopefully before the return period is over. If this is for small projects, a tabletop, some chairs, you're not going to be sanding floors and hundreds of square feet of stuff with this sander, right? So it's for small home projects that you're going to pull out once in a while. But don't get the box and then shove it in the garage and then not use it for 2 months and then take it out, and then you see that it breaks after 1 time or 2 times. There's a high probability that there's a 5% probability that you're going to get a lemon here. So use it for for your project right away, and then if it works, great. If it doesn't work, then you can return it without too much hassle, because really the comparators to this, you're looking at maybe $10 more for the next higher up model, and so if you don't want to go for the $10 more, then you have to take your chances with the cheap item. So but overall, most people have liked it. 87% of the people at this point in time say that there's no problem with it, and so I would suggest that if you have a small amount of work to do, that this would be a good purchase to go for. Now, hopefully this review has helped you and I didn't babble too much, but that's basically the general idea of what we're going here on the meta review for this Black & Decker Random Orbital Sander. Thanks.